It looks like a photograph.
Thank you. It's an honor to meet you.
That's because the artist has spent years practicing his gift for creating realistic portraits, many of them done while riding the subway. Devon Rodriguez, a kid from the South Bronx, is now the most followed artist on TikTok. The artist behind the pencil point or brush, depending on the medium, joins me now. Devon, thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Teresa.
That is so cool. A native New Yorker now sketching the president.
Yeah, insane, especially being a South Bronx kid from poverty to meet the president and draw him, and it's incredible.
So how did that come about? How did that happen?
So about a year ago, I got signed by this agency, one of the biggest agencies in Hollywood, UTA. They pitched it to the DNC, and they loved the idea, and it just happened, and they did a whole Secret Service background check, and I'm glad I don't have any criminal record. I passed it with flying colors, and they flew me out.
Very, very, very cool. So you said we said you're a native New Yorker, you're from the Bronx. Mm-hmm. How does a kid from the Bronx all of a sudden end up in a position to be the most followed artist on TikTok? Everybody everywhere knows you and your work.
Yeah, I mean, I still can't believe it. It's like a dream come true. It's what I wanted for my entire life. I had visions of this since I was like 5 years old, always thinking like, I want to see my name on billboards. I want to see my art everywhere. And, you know, it just started going viral 2 years ago through TikTok, and my whole entire life changed. And, you know, I still pinch myself and still, you know, kind of see my life from like an out-of-body experience now. I'm like, wow, I really can't believe all this.
Okay, so but I have to ask you, I'm a mom of 2 boys. Like, when my kid brings home artwork from school, I'm thinking, well, I don't think so. I don't think he's got it. Were you the kid that was bringing home incredible artwork from school?
Yeah, well, at the time from my level, but then, you know, once I went to art and design high school, I realized like I wasn't as good as I thought I was. So it motivated me to get even put in more practice.
Okay, so let's talk about the subway. So you said during the pandemic you started sketching people on the subway. Talk to us about how you choose the person you're going to sketch and what that process is like, because sometimes those subway rides are only a few minutes.
So I try to choose people in front of me and people that seem really interesting, and it's something that I started actually in 2010 from my teacher. He inspired me to do it, and then, but no one really knew about it until 2020, and I started posting them on TikTok. But I kind of just try to choose interesting people, and sometimes the more interesting somebody looks, the more viral it would go. Like I drew this guy that had his eyeballs tattooed all black and had face tattoos, and that video got 160 million views on TikTok. So, you know.
160 million views on TikTok. That's incredible.
Yeah, thank you.
So you just look for interesting, I mean, the subway's filled with interesting people, so I feel like perhaps that's the best place to figure out who you want to sketch.
Exactly.
Do you always, and how long does it take? How many minutes?
Oh, it depends. It can take like 30, 20 minutes. It just depends on how much detail somebody has. You know, like somebody not having hair versus having long hair, like that adds a lot of time. So
I would imagine this experience has probably taught you a lot about people. What has it taught you?
I'm not sure.
I'm curious because if you're on the subway and you're seeing all different kinds of people, some we might find interesting, but to others they might scare some other people, or I don't know. I mean, I would imagine you're somebody who probably sees beauty differently than the rest of us do because you're able to actually put it to paper.
Oh yeah, for sure. Well, one thing I learned is even if somebody looks, you know, kind of scary to most people, if you just talk to them, they're just like normal people. And it also taught me that, you know, I've met strangers on the subway that are everyday people, and I've met the president, and I've met The Rock, and I've met some of the biggest celebrities, and it just taught me that people are people.
That's so cool. Devon Rodriguez, thanks for being here tonight. We appreciate it. I like that line too. Excuse me, miss. That's so cool.